Hey guys, Adam from Top Dog here, bringing you our third installment of our Monday motivational videos. Now, this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me to try to show you my walking partner today because it is a little bitty one. Let's see if I can get it adjusted here. There she is. That's Miss Lily. Super cute little girl. Staying with us for training right now and doing really well. She's actually had a great last week and a half or so. She had gotten just a tiny bit behind initially when she first got here. She had a little bit of a hard time settling in, but she's doing very well now. Anyway, today I wanted to talk with you about something that I'm working on personally right now. I just recently ordered a book. In fact, just this morning ordered a book that I've read about a bunch of times. Most of you guys have probably already heard of it. It's a New York Times bestseller and stuff, called The 5 Love Languages, or The 5 Languages of Love. I can't remember the exact order there, but I've ordered it just because, I'll be honest, one of my strengths or one of my weaknesses, something that's not one of my strengths, is being really good at just understanding where other people come from. Now, I'm not saying that I try to be narrow-minded. I'm just saying that me personally, I'm slightly introverted. I enjoy kind of being a fly on the wall when there's a lot of conversation going on and stuff like that. And you know, I struggle with that just a little bit sometimes, understanding folks who like to be the center of attention, or who like to constantly be talking, things like that. I struggle with it sometimes. Sometimes when I'm working with clients and I have a harder time keeping their attention and stuff, it can frustrate me. And so I'm trying to work on, I'm trying to understand better these other ways that people enjoy communicating, enjoy building relationships. And it's funny because even though I struggle with it with people somewhat, I'm really good at it with dogs. Believe it or not, a lot of the problems that I see with dogs is because as humans, the humans are loving the dog the way that the humans think that they would want to be loved, not the way that the dog needs to be loved. And that creates problems because dogs are very different from us in the way that they communicate to each other and the way that they display emotions and things like that. And so it creates a problem because, you know, a good example, I just shared a post from a trainer named Ted up in Canada, a week or two ago, talking about how a lot of times as humans, we don't realize it, but we accidentally reinforce bad behavior when our dogs are scared or aggressive. A good example of that is, what do you do when you're really happy with your dog? When you're training them to do something new like sit, you tell them, oh, good girl, you know, you talk to them in these happy, high-pitched tones. Well, what do you do when your dog's afraid of thunder or lightning? Well, unfortunately, most people do the same thing. They're like, oh no, you're okay, it's gonna be all right, come here, baby. And they start petting the dog, loving the dog. Well, what happens is the dog starts feeling like they're being reinforced for acting nervous or scared or things like that. And so the behavior starts getting worse and worse instead of better and better. You can't coddle fear and aggression in a dog the way that we can with humans. With humans, we can kind of talk ourselves out of it. We can help reassure each other. But that's not the way that we do it with dogs. With dogs, we have to take other routes. We have to take other methods. Sorry, I got a call coming in. So it just doesn't work the same with humans as it does with dogs. And what I'm learning is that not all humans communicate the same with each other. You know, my wife and I have an awesome relationship. Everybody that knows us know that we get along great. But we're very different. As I've studied these love languages just a little bit before even ordering the book, I've learned that I'm one who loves the language of service. You do something for me, like, let's say I get to the facility and one of the staff has taken over one of my duties for the day, like has already, like, I don't know, cleaned some kennels that I was supposed to clean, or swept or vacuumed or something before I'd asked them. That's huge for me. Like, that makes my whole day. My wife is one that needs that language of words of affirmation. You know, she needs those. She needs to make sure that she needs me to recognize the things that she does, and to tell her how much I appreciate those things. And that's, even though we're different, that's perfectly acceptable. That's something that I need to work on doing a better job of. And so, you know, I think having appropriate relationships with our dogs is obviously not as important as building solid relationships with other humans. But it's funny how there's a lot of similarities, and I think it all boils down to us making sure that we're not just loving others the way that we want to be loved. We're not just communicating with others the way that we want to be communicated with, and that goes for people and for dogs. So that's our third Monday motivational moment. Thank you guys for watching. Lily and I are signing out. You gonna say goodbye, Lily?